A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere, and to the world at large. I would like you to subscribe to my channel and press the bell so you will get the updated video. To all my friends in India, Africa, and many other parts of the world in the Caribbean, I want you all to understand clearly that if I said something that you do not understand, it is not there to offend you or embarrass your nation or your religion. But I'm speaking on the surface, what I witnessed as a child growing up, and my experience in traveling to 87 countries, not forgetting the little islands. And let it be known to you clearly, some of you might say, I am a madman, I'm uneducated, I'm stupid. And maybe you are right in your own sense because you are living in a world I call a stereotype, which means you only care about those who think like you or who walk in your religious background. Not me. I was born in this universe as a man. I am not black, brown, white, yellow, purple, or whatever. I am man. If ever I shall meet the Creator, He will not judge me by a name, but He will judge us what He created, mankind. So, for the learned fews, the Imam, the Pandits, and these fly-by-night priests, I want to take a look at the teaching of Buddha. And from there you will gain some insight and philosophy for all the wealth you might gather or accomplish by birth, or winning a lotto or somebody handed down to you will not worth anything to you when that final moment arrives called the day of departure. And I mean death. You can't take it with you. If you rob people, you exploit them, you are going with your hand full of sins and corruption. And if the teaching of the Bible, the Quran, is true, where thou shalt not covet thy brother's property, and do unto others as you like them do unto you, you will be taking everything with you. I urge the black population out of Africa from hundreds of years, as you call it, slavery. Ladies and gentlemen, today is slavery also, but economically. Pay you a price, and you have to either buy a piece of land, build your house, or take a mortgage. You're economical slave. And you have to feed yourself, and then you have to see a doctor, you got to spend money. Then you come to think of it really, we are all slaves, where they're free. You get a place to be put up, free schooling, free everything, but you got to work. And when you're dead, they bury you, your children continue. But today, in modern time, economical slavery, we pay you a price and you think you better because you get a 50 cents or $1 more than your brother. So you move into a higher standard of living where you believe you're untouchable. Many robs and kill. And it happened. But I congratulate those who work hard in this world to accomplish their goal, or those who by sign might be given it from some relative, providing it was not stolen from some innocent people, or those who win the lotto. Yes, in Guyana, as it is today, we have a problem with the two major races. The East Indian descendants still holding on today of arrival but not going back to India. And which India will you be going back to? Even if India open up the door and say, welcome Indians. Which one you are going to? Muslim got to go to Pakistan or Afghanistan. I hope you all understand, while Hindu might end up in Delhi or Karachi, wherever the place might be, because you all are blasted, stupid, ignorant, and you all don't care about what it is, but just talk what comes to your mouth. You sing and dance and say it's your culture, and you support something that don't belong to you anymore. Guyana is not India, ladies and gentlemen. It is an Amerindian country, and it is Guyana. Where you were born, you are considered that nation. If not, you could go back to India now. And you, the black race, come out of this emancipation and accept your birthrights. Stop talking white man slavery, white man this, white man rape me grandmother. How much effing Amerindian you police in Guyana, the military and minister did not fucking rape in Guyana. Amerindian in modern civilization time. I give it to you all raw. I don't like put it on the table that people don't understand. Understand it the way you want. Now, we have many millionaires in Guyana. The political millionaires will have to answer one day how they accomplish their wealth. Was it a backdoor deal? Was it an envelope pass with some money? Or was it the bodyguard? And how many people was murdered because they speak out against corrupt politicians or the party? And you, the black race, now when I talk in general, you don't feel offended. Because not all of you are the same like the Indian. Everybody got good and bad amongst the nation and also in your own family. When I spoke about my mother, my brother, and my children, people offended. Else help me God, if I'm willing to hang mine, yours is no effing difference. You hear? And if you scratch us, we are forgiven. But if you think you're smart and you're bad, look at your last grandchild or your child if you have any. We don't want to get into that. Because we will not believe in touching only one. I'm telling you from in front, I swear to God. My training is beyond. If you kill one person, you're a murderer. Why not kill everything I've done and carry the same crown? Answer me. But we don't want to get into that. We will not rob nobody, rape and kill nobody for what they got. We would not fight over a religious problem, whether who's Muslim, Hindus, Christian, or what the case may be. We will not do that. Because nobody knows the truth. Whether you're a Hindu, you say Bhagwan, and you're a Muslim, and you say Allah, and you're a Christian, and you say God, it's the same bloody person you are worshiping, you illiterate bastards. It's the same. So if you love God, Bhagwan, and Allah, it's the same person. Come on. In English, we call man, man, woman, woman. In Spanish, we call it hombre, señorita. When you think about your wife, you say mujer. And in India, you say larki. Come on. Africa got another terminology, but we are speaking about the same bloody thing in different countries, different understanding. Now, all those who born in 1966 to now, you can't tell me what these eyes of mine have witnessed, not what I hear. Because what I hear is more than what I see. But what I see cannot change, ladies and gentlemen. What I hear can always change because the story leave one way and end up in another way. So for all you illiterate fools, you are not wrong. I'm illiterate in many things. Get education to learn the truth, not book sense. What you, the blacks, have done to Indian in Guyana before 1966, you are lucky to be alive today. Not all of you, but also remember these words. A charging chariot have no friends and family. Brothers kill brothers. Children kill their parents. And most of it happening in the Indian society. In the Romans' time too. In the British time too. And in Africa was tribal affair. What I'm getting at, if y'all don't know what take part under the Burnham time and in 1961 or 62, what had happened to Indian, you people, you black people would not like another race to do that to you. Let me ask you all for the other day in Guyana. When you all surround that market on the East Coast and beat and burn and do all that thing when the Indian woman climbed $3 million for Chipolari and roti, you think that was right? If a set of Indian or another race have done that in Boxing and Plaisance, y'all would have burned the whole of Georgetown and Guyana down. Because that is your nature. So you can offend people, but you mustn't fight back. Y'all better stop this shit. Stop it, so help me God. America gets what America wants, and they tolerate a lot of nonsense like an elastic. But when you stretch it and you lose it, it comes back with a little adjustment. Don't push it. Some of us pass what you done to us to our children who pass to them own. Things can happen in accident. You could be drinking a cup of coffee or a glass of water, and that's the last you got. You can be eating a spoon of rice, and that's the last you eat. Let us not cross that effing boundary. Because no man live forever. If Muhammad will live, Jesus will live, Moses will live, guess what? We are not in that footstep. So we know we have been born there. Okay? But we don't have to meet there. For you, the educated black people, I salute you. You who don't take part in a religious argument or a political dispute because of color of skin, I salute your courage. You are the true sense of human being living on the face of the earth. And you Indian the same. Why I don't address the Chinese and Portuguese or the mixed race, like myself? And what y'all do to the Amerindian is not fair. Every case from 1966, when the country get a so-called dependence, not independence, because the Amerindians still didn't get a country. And y'all talking about Abbey Isle, Abbey Gold, Abbey Lumber. And Mr. Ali went into England and telling the man, but Guyana is bigger than Scotland and England, and he right. But his arrogant way could create an environment that he will regret. He better calm down. He dancing amongst the people, walking and meet the people like an Arab leader that I spoke about, that walked between his people without bodyguard. But let it be known to all of you, the bodyguard can be your hitman. Think of Indira Gandhi. Think of Rajiv Gandhi. When the young woman go to put the thing around his neck to Mr. Ali, I ask you in the name of God, Mr. Ali, do not let nobody put nothing around your neck, because it can have a kind of chemical that when you put it around your neck, then you could go home and you think you itching is dead, you're dying. Don't do it. So in the Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So to make it clear, every time I try to bring a point, some interruption. If it's not technical, it's some assholes, So I urge you in the name of God, y'all stop the fighting. Your enemy is your politician. I get to understand that the Tushaw, whatever show they call them in the Amerindian community, are getting millions of dollars and enjoying it and causing the exploitation of the Amerindian. If these things happen to be true, such hypocrites should live amongst human society. Because if people are suffering enough, it is not about the individual, it's about your nation, if these things are true. I heard how many Amerindian women was raped. I heard ministers go up there, drunk them, party them, and having sex with them. It's all alleged. If these things are true, I call upon the UN to investigate it. And I call upon the Catholic Church to investigate it. If these things are true, then those who commit such a crime against the Amerindian population must go to jail. Guyana need a leader. I believe in a national front government. But we try the PNC is darkness and misery to other race. And even their own, when Rodney speak against them. Even unto now, I ask you, the black race, why you are so violent that when a political group come together, preach out against the PNC, you are beating them, burning them, doing all kind of things, and you all want people to say, black people are good? Listen again. What people see is what they react to. Because you're walking in the jungle, and you've been attacked by tiger, and lions and other animals, they don't attack you. What you want to say? They've been attacked by a wolf? They're going to say what they see. But who caused it? The illiterate, ignorant one. If y'all don't want Guyana, go back to Africa and India. And for every one of you who go there, 10 must take your place from there. Because modern Africans today don't talk like you and act like you. They have been betrayed by their leaders. You hear? They have been betrayed by their leaders. You check it out. The leaders are doing the same as what happened in Guyana. And if you got India, look what Modi is doing to his people in India. Look at Pakistan. They lock up the cricketer Imran Ali or whatever his name is. His people is calling for his release. And they're locking up the opposition leader. So between the two major races, you all ain't learned nothing yet? Think of your family. Guyana belongs to all of us who born and grow there. What we must acknowledge and respect is an Amerindian country. They didn't came from India and Africa, China and Portugal or Europe. And y'all are aware that over 60,000 white people was born in Guyana? Are y'all aware of that? Living in England, Australia, and Canada and America? No, but y'all don't know that. But let me tell y'all, the days are coming. It is time for a new political frontier. I look at somebody send me a clipping where Aubrey Norton is in trouble of his leadership. Well, I will tell you all clearly here today. I am prepared to work with anybody for a great Guyana. I don't want power and leadership because I do not want to take the throne away from those who was born on the throne, such as the Amerindian. But since knowing your investors, as I said again, under the Burnham administration, is a lot of chaos. Some black people today, you're speaking what the Indians are doing to you. And yes, you're right. But who do it? Who started it? I keep telling you all steady. Indian people are not racial people. But they are very, very revengeful, vindictive, spiteful, covetous, and jealousy. And worst of all, they're very, very, very ungrateful. Okay? But again, not all of them. There's good and bad amongst every race. Chinese got their people. The Europeans, white man, got their type. They went to war, two world war. But I want to ask y'all, if the Jews was in Guyana 1947, let me start with you, the black people. You think y'all could have done what you do the Indian? Look what they're doing in Gaza. Look, unless y'all not seeing it. And if you Indian, if the Jews was in Guyana, you think y'all could have done what y'all are doing to one another? They would have wiped both of you off the face of the earth. If I could have turned back the time, I would have brought them there because they developed. Jews and Indians love to develop, but both of them have an appetite of greed. But not all Jews are the same. Not all Indian or blacks are the same. We all have differences, but we all have something great to think about. Where we go from here. When we accomplish what we want, we then left it to who? That is why the Calypsonian made a song. You in the graveyard and another man spending your money. Friends, we need a new system. We need a constitution where every man, woman shall be judged according to the law of the land. No president, vice president, prime minister, or anyone is exempt from the law. And we must have a sting operation. And anyone in the police force or any government facility taking bribe get caught. They must leave, they must be arrested and charged, and no government job for them, and they cannot leave the country. Got plenty island. Turn it into a prison, like Devil Island. Take it from me, or like Australia, where the British send their criminals and the French send their own to Guyana, Devil Island. Friends, there's good and bad amongst the two major races, but we are looking for a good Indian leader. I have a list that came to me with a lot of names. Killers. Police who kill for politicians. Police who write up wrong charge for corrupt businessmen. Lock up innocent people. Magistrate and judge, because of their needs, sentence people to prison. And they have family. Don't create an Ayatollah in Guyana, and no crime shall go unpaid. You might believe you run away, and if you're a police officer, you're told to beat somebody, and you notice wrong, so help me God, reject it. Because the time will come, they're going to look for your family and you. I like the Jamaican posse, they follow the people all over to Canada, England, I leave the rest. I love the Arabs something too. They put bomb on themselves and blow themselves up with their enemy. Don't let me get to that. Venezuela wants 60% of Guyana. Guyana is not India and Africa, it's an Amerindian country. And if they only accept Maduro call, where y'all going? America can't do nothing if they accept it. They are the owner of that country. Friends, let us not go that way and unite and save Guyana. Open up the door to Africa and India and the Caribbean and the less fortunate around the world. Make our law. Let's find a good leader. We want one who already got money that they don't have to be tempted to thief. All right? And let's make Guyana the stepping stone to paradise. And all those crimes that was committed, let's throw it in the back, but people must accept the fault so we can repair the damages and catch the culprit who bribed y'all to commit these crimes. I leave y'all with this message. There is hope, and we can do it. Let's shake hands and unite together. No PPPC, no PNC or APNU. They are not your friends. They are enemies of the nation. They only think about themselves. They're like crocodiles. Think of it. With this, I would leave you with this great message. So all who tell me, I don't know what I'm saying, let's have a personal debate. Put your picture and let's talk. This is my number. If you want it live, I'll give you live. 347-340-2628 in the future. And anyone who have money and political inspiration, let's talk. Thank you for listening. I am your host, George Correa. Thank you.